Hey everybody, welcome to this week's social emotional learning lesson. Welcome back from spring break. This lesson and actually this unit on middle school readiness is for 5th grade only. So if you are kindergarten through 4th grade, you are going to hop over to the social emotional learning lessons for K through 4. If you are 5th grade, you are in the right place and you're going to stay here. Before we get started today, I would like for you to get on Canvas and complete what is called the Middle School Preparation Pre-Survey. Okay, so get on Canvas, look at the SEL assignment section, and for 5th grade, there's going to be what's called the Middle School Preparation Pre-Survey. Go ahead and get that completed. You can pause this video and then press play when you're ready. And if you have trouble finding that assignment, if you have trouble finding the survey on Canvas, just give Mrs. Allman or I a holler and we will help you. Here is our plan for today. We are going to talk about some tips and tricks for making friends. We are going to practice or think about it. If you want to talk it out with a family member around you or with Mrs. Allman or myself, we can do that as well. And then I want you to think about any questions that you may have. You can submit those to Canvas with your assignment for this week. If you see a pencil on the slide, it means that I want you to write down some notes or some answers to the questions that we ask. So it's going to look like the pencil on the bottom right hand of this slide. If you see a pencil on future slides, that just means that you will need to have a writing utensil nearby. So if you need one, go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pencil. So how do we make friends? I want you to think for about 2 to 3 minutes about what are some of the ways that you think you can make a friend when you go to middle school. For some of us, it can be kind of scary to start a new school. And of course, we know that some of our friends from Brooks will be there, but there's going to be a lot of new people that we don't know. And we'll want to make some new friends. So what are some of your ideas? How do you make friends? Pause this video and jot down your notes and press play when you're ready to come back. Here are some tips and tricks for making and keeping friends. I'll read a few of these to you. To have good friends, you have to be a good friend. So think about what makes a good friend. Does a good friend make you laugh? Does a good friend support your feelings? Does a good friend talk about you behind your back or make fun of you? Does a good friend show kindness to your other friends and to your family? Does a good friend bully you? Think about what it means to be a good friend. The more you know and like yourself, the easier it will be to find friends who treat you the way you wish to be treated. So you're going to want to think about, who are you? What are the things that you like? When you introduce yourself to someone new, what do you share? Do you like those things about yourself? Give that some thought. Try to have lots of different kinds of friends. There is no such thing as a one-size-fits-all friend. So if you have a friend who likes or dislikes different things from you, does that mean you can't be friends? Of course not. You can still be their friend. You might even be able to learn something from them. So again, there is no such thing as a one-size-fits-all friend. One way to meet new friends is to follow your curiosities, interests, and passions. In other words, do what you like to do, and you will likely meet others who share common interests as you. So if you really enjoy playing baseball, and there's a baseball club at your school, or there's a rec team that has baseball, play baseball, and you'll meet other people who enjoy playing baseball too. That's a really good way to make friends. Make friends with people who you like and accept you for you. That goes right back to being a good friend. If somebody treats you like they dislike you, I would imagine that you can probably find a friend who can treat you better. Make sure that they accept you for you. You shouldn't have to pretend around your friends. Good friends listen to each other, encourage each other, show they are interested in each other, respect one another, and help each other out. So listen, encourage, respect, and help. If you have a friend, does it mean that you're never going to fight with them? Of course not. Friends fight sometimes. Conflict between friends is normal, and a good friend will put in the effort to work it out. So a good friend won't storm off and say, "This friendship is over, I'm never speaking to you again." A good friend will say, "Man, we're really angry at each other. Let's see if we can work this out together." Refuse to say unkind things about your friends, even when they make a mistake, because we all make mistakes sometimes. This has a lot to do with gossip and rumors. This is how things like that start. So make a pledge to yourself right here and now today that with the friends that you have now and with friends that you'll make in the future, you will not say unkind things about them. If you make a mistake, apologize. If your new friend makes a mistake, try to forgive them and move on. Again, that goes back to conflict between friends being normal. Sometimes we make mistakes, and apologies and forgiveness are really important in friendships. Find ways to show your friends that you appreciate and care about them. It may be something like making them a gift. It may be telling them some of their greatest qualities. It may be surprising them with a funny joke. Think about ways that your friends receive appreciation and care, and then give appreciation and care to them in those ways. What other ways can you think about making and keeping friends? So how do you find a friend? How to look for friends and where to find them? You can ask yourself the question, who has something in common with me? So again, like the baseball. If you know that the people around you like playing baseball, chances are one of those people around you could be your friend. Who might live around my neighborhood? Especially with COVID, it's really difficult sometimes for people to travel and see each other. So think about who is close by in proximity to you. Who would be really convenient to get to spend time with outside of school? Who needs a friend? Is there somebody during lunch or during class who doesn't really seem like they have a lot of people talking to them? Do they look lonely? Maybe they need a friend, and maybe you could be that friend. Chances are they have a lot that they could teach you, and they would make you really happy. You can find your friends in class. So starting 6th grade next year, get to know your classmates. You could find friends in specials, sports, and different clubs. That goes back to common interests. And then you could meet friends on the bus. If there's somebody on the bus that you don't recognize, say hello and introduce yourself, and maybe you'll become friends with them. So on Canvas this week, I want you to submit 5 ways that you can make a friend. These can be 5 things that you learned today, or they can be 5 of the ways that you listed before we started talking about different ways to make friends. So please submit 5 ways that you can make a friend. You can write, read, or you can draw your answers. And I'd also love to talk this out. So if you can't quite think of 5 ways, then you can also reach out to me or Mrs. Allman, and we can talk to you about it. We want to support you in every way that we can so that you are ready and confident for middle school. If you have any questions for us, please let us know. Go ahead and submit that stuff to Canvas, and we will talk next week about middle school readiness again. Don't forget to fill out that survey if you haven't filled it out already. Thanks so much. See ya.